Hey, welcome, welcome, my beauties. Welcome, welcome. As you're coming on and you're here live, say hello. So I know you're here. And if you catch this on the replay, do me a favor, hit hashtag replay. So I love this red lipstick, but I keep thinking it's on my teeth. I don't know if it's a light, but it's making me a little self-conscious. Anyway, we're just going to roll with it. Hey, welcome, welcome, beloveds. What are we doing today? We're doing the things. Doing readings for sure. I'm going to channel a message today. We're going to do live channeling, which I don't do all that often, but I think it'll be cool. So, kind of letting people arrive. Welcome, my beloveds. Yeah, if you're watching, if you just joined, leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Can't necessarily see who's watching. It's so nice to connect with you, my love. So nice to connect with you. All right, well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and ground in together. Close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really slowing yourself down and coming into the present moment. Landing fully in your body. Feel all of your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe you'll feel warm or tingly. And you just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra and exhale into your root chakra. All right, my sweet loves, go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. Hello, Petra. Nice to see you on here. Yeah. Hey, all. Welcome, welcome. If you're watching, please leave a comment and let me know you're here because I can't really see who's watching unless you tell me. Okay. We're going to do a live channeling experience today. So you're going to see me lock in with Divine Spirit. We're going to bring through a collective message or a teaching, whatever spirit is waiting in the wings, wanting to talk to us about. After that, I will go into readings by donations. So then at this point, I will be able to tune into your energy and I will give a reading very specifically for you, my darling. And let me put up, you can donate PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Leave a comment if you decide to donate for a reading. Okay. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Show me, show me, show me. So I'm hearing this ringing in my ears. And when I close my eyes, it's like I'm in this laser vortex, like lasers all around me, this vortex. As I'm feeling into the energy, at first it feels really overwhelming. And I have my spirit guide showing up here too. His name is Mons, Monz. And what I'm getting from this visual, this feeling and spirit coming through is this initially this feeling of overwhelm, like being blasted back. And then when I drop into my heart, I realize that's the clarity right there. And I feel like what spirit is coming through and saying for us today is we're on a ride here. We're on a ride here, and it's designed like if it was a game, it's designed to be overwhelming. It's designed to be, quote, hard, unquote, but not really hard, not like struggle, but interesting layers, textures, colors, lots of interesting things to look at and to feel and to experience. And it's really easy to get overwhelmed when you're in your head, when you're trying to look at every little piece separately. Then it's really easy to get overwhelmed in life. It's easy to get overwhelmed in the world. It's like, do a little exercise right now, Spirit is saying, and look at something, pick up a cup, something with a design on it, or just get the more and more and more granular you get and trying to separate out the little pieces and textures and patterns and more and more and more. Like it's interesting, but you don't get the full picture. You don't get the totality of what's going on, and you don't have direction, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, take a step back. And for perspective, take a step back, let things kind of blur and soften at the edges and drop into your heart and let that lead you. And I'm feeling pulled to pull some cards for an even deeper understanding of this message from Spirit. You know what I love about the Five of Wands? The Five of Wands is a really chaotic card, but you decide whether it's stressful or playful. And that's the crux of what I'm getting here from Spirit is like, we're here for the textures, for the layers, for the colors, to really immerse ourselves in this incredible experience. And Spirit is saying, will you stop making it such a thing? Like, let it be easy. Let it be fun. Does that feel complete? Hey, Jenny. Hey, Kathy. Nice to see you on here. Okay. I'm not sure. I guess that was all today. No wonder I didn't have anything all prepared, right? Not a whole lot for us. But if anybody would like a reading, or if you have questions or additions to the channeled message, let me know. I'm here. How y'all doing out there? No, down. I was listening to. Do you guys know who Jai Uttal is? Musician, spiritual musician. He's just incredible. You should check him out. Leave a comment if you decide you'd like a reading today. You can make a donation, any amount. It is my pleasure to be of service to you. Down. Oh, Petra, no problem. I go live on Saturdays and on Wednesdays, typically, for readings by donation. And that is Between 5 and 6 usually is when I jump on. I've discovered that I do a lot better with time frames than deadlines. So when I have that hour-long window where it's like, "Okay, I'm going live between these times," that really works for me. So that's really cool. So yeah, Wednesdays and Saturdays are the days that I go live, to be of service, to do readings, to connect. You know what? Here's something I can teach you about. This feels really, really good. I was teaching a class earlier. I was teaching a human design for productivity class in my coaching program, the one that I'm participating in. I got to be a teacher for a day. It was really fun and enlivening. And I taught them this technique, which is just an incredible technique for people who are very empathic and very sensitive. Holler if you resonate with that, if you feel like you're really empathic and really sensitive and you take on energies from other people. You probably do if you're attracted to my energy, because that's very much something that I deal with as well. This technique, there's two techniques I want to share with you. The first is when you notice that you're energetically overwhelmed, like we can check in right now. Do you feel energetically overwhelmed? Do you feel a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotion, depression, whatever it is? Do you just feel overwhelmed in any way? And if you're feeling overwhelmed, just take a deep breath and do a check in and ask yourself this question: how much of this is mine? Give it a percentage and then let it go. The reason we hang on to energy that's not ours is because we don't realize we're hanging on to energy that's not ours. But when you turn in and ask yourself, how much of this is mine or how much of this is not mine, you can very easily determine what is yours and what is not. I like to give it a percentage. You can also visualize like a pie graph or whatever works for you, and then just let go of what is not yours. And when you let go of what is not yours, then you can actually deal with what is yours. Because where we get stuck and where we get bogged down is trying to deal with energy that's not ours. You are meant to deal with, process, have the full experience of the energy that is yours. It is authentically yours. And then other people's energy, if you're empathic, that's your diagnostic tool. But we have to learn to feel it and then let it go through us. And when we do that, when we feel it and let it go through us, then we don't hang on to that energy, but nobody teaches us how to do that. Nobody teaches us how to do that. So this is a really good technique to use when you're feeling overwhelmed. How much of this is mine? If you're feeling overly exhausted, overly emotional, overly stressed, overly fearful, how much of this is mine? And then you really can deal with what is yours. That's doable. You know how to do that. Where we get stuck is trying to process and deal with emotions and energies that are not ours. And then if you want to get ahead of it, put on the energetic wetsuit. The energetic wetsuit, I love this because, again, the sensitivity of ours is our superpower. It's our diagnostic tool. Empaths are the healers of the psychic world. Okay. And you don't want to cut that off. Typically, when I have put up like a big shield or a protective bubble, like I've been taught in the past, I feel like I'm cutting off all of the information, the energetic information that I get. And that I don't like either. I like that less than being energetically overwhelmed, frankly. So I don't do that. If you do that and that works for you, that's fine. I could never maintain it because I needed to have input. I needed to have sensation. To me, it's like losing my physical touch or losing my eyesight or sense of smell. I feel like I'm blind when I'm not empathically feeling the energies of the people and the energies around me. So this is what I downloaded from Spirit, is the energetic wetsuit, and you can do it with me. Okay. You can just close your eyes and you're going to see a ball, like an egg shaped sphere of energy above your head, and see what color it is. You're not going to give it a color. You're just going to let it be the color that it is. And then allow that energy to drop down onto your head and crack like an egg, and feel the energy become a liquid and move all the way down your body, coating your body. And what this does is this enables you to continue feeling all of that energy, getting all of that really important information, but you don't take it on. If you do this at the beginning of the day, or at least before you go to like a crowded place, like a store or what have you, this will really, really, really help you not get energetically overwhelmed. And that's a game changer, because when you're able to completely connect with the energies around you, when you're able to feel it completely, but you have the ability to not take it on, or if you do, disengage from it really quickly, that's when you step into your superpower. And your superpower as an empathic being, as somebody who feels that energy, you're the healers of the psychic world. And your superpower is not in going in and fixing anybody. Your superpower is in holding incredible fucking space for people to do their own healing work, their own transformative flips. Because when you're holding that space, you know exactly what they're experiencing. You can track their energy. There can be some guidance involved there, sure, but that's not the same as going in and fixing it, right? The shadow of the empath is the codependent, getting in to fix something because you want to feel better, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable. That's really easy to do if you're really, really sensitive. But if you can learn to let it go through you and hold that magnificent space, you're going to show up in your true power and your true gifts. Guidance is fine because you can track the energy. That's something that when I've done somatic renewal work with people, it's about removing stuck energy from the body. And I'm able to track where people's energy is at and where they're at with their energy. And when they start to go out here, I tell them, oh, you got to come back. And it's like, oh, how did you know? Because I can feel it. I'm empathic, right? So it's a gift, but you can't be taking that on. You can't be taking responsibility for that. So let me know what you think of that percentage exercise and the energetic wetsuit, and take that out into your life and your practice. It's going to make a huge difference. You're going to feel so much better. Okay, beautiful. Jennifer would like a reading. All right, my sweet. Do you have a question or you just want me to tune in? And if anybody wants a reading, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, donate any amount. It is so my pleasure to do a reading for you. Jennifer. Okay, Jenny, looking for direction in career. I feel frozen, uninspired, and in overwhelm. Okay, my love. I got you. Show me, show me, show me, show me. Okay, I feel very fuzzy in the head. Very, very in the head. It feels like you're so in your head, you're disconnected from your body right now. Getting reconnected with the body is going to be very helpful for you to ground in. It won't bring immediate clarity, but it's going to help you feel better. And it's going to help you remember that clarity is inevitable. That's what Spirit says to you. Clarity is inevitable. You don't have clarity right now. It feels muffled, it feels all up here, like a head cold, it feels like a head cold. But if you can take more time to get present, kind of intentionally drop out of your head, get into your body and get present, ground in. I see gold sparkles, which is Spirit's way for me of telling me you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better. So when you feel a lot better, you'll remember that you don't need clarity right now and you're okay right now. The overwhelm, frozen, it's because there's no movement happening at the moment, but this is something I channeled last night that I think is going to be valuable for you. False winter. False winter. It still looks like it's gloomy. Winter hasn't ended. There's, it's like is there snow and ice outside? But it's not. It's not. It's a false winter. Things are rooting in really deeply so that they can bloom soon, but not yet. You have headaches often. Yeah, grounding is really going to help with that. If you would like a copy of my grounding meditation, and this goes for anybody, just send me a DM and I'll send you that link. I'll get that over to you. Let me pull some cards for you, sweet one, on what's coming up for you in your career. Okay, you are wrapping up something major in your career. That's why you feel frozen. Yeah, baby, hermit. You're like, okay, you're not there yet. Show me. But you will be soon. You will be soon. You got some difficult cards here, but these are mental cards, my love. So it's stuck in your head, and heartbreak, but a mental kind of heartbreak. I feel like you had a situation in the past when it came to your career where you felt a huge amount of relief. Like maybe you got a job or had some work come in after having a really hard time. You felt a huge amount of relief. And now that is energetically coming to an end and you can feel that and it's throwing you into a panic. Like you're afraid of going back to that place where it was so scarce and you were like flying by the seat of your pants, where you weren't sure how you were going to do it. That's what feels scary to you. That's what it feels like to me. You need to know that you're going to be fine. Okay. You've outgrown this. You just need to get out of your own way. And you do that by grounding in and sinking deeply into your inner truth. After some time, it's going to be a little bit, but you're going to, during this time of retreating, the hermit is retreating, self-care, grounding in again, help is on the way. So this situation with your career is coming to a close. It's coming to a full completion cycle. And this is like, hang on. I have to process this. But you're going to be fine. Clarity's not going to come immediately, but it will. Ground in, my sweet. Ground in and do what it takes to feel better in the moment, and then wait for clarity to come. Things are not blooming yet, but they will. All right, my sweet. Let me know if that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your donation and the opportunity to be of service to you. I appreciate you so much. If anybody else would like a readings by donation today, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, they are all on the screen. It'd be so my pleasure to tune in for you, my sweet loves. Okay. Da-na-na-na. I'm just checking the telephone. Okay. Jenny, I feel that pause and clarity is on the way. I have a lot of possibilities. You know, I love that you say this, Jenny. I'm going to riff off of this. This is really good. So humans, we all do this. This is a very human thing. We pine for possibility, for space, to just give me some space and options so I can decide what I want to do. And when we get that, we panic. We don't know what to do. We're really afraid of making the wrong choice. So all of those possibilities, that's a beautiful thing. And the thing is, babe, don't make a decision until you know. When you know, you know. If you don't know yet, then you don't know yet. And timing will be perfect. Everything in me that spirit is bringing through is like, it's going to be fine. Ground in deep. It's going to be fine. Ground in deep. It's going to become clear to you. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And there's really going on collectively too for people is going to be just a little bit more time for all of us before we get really, really clear on certain things. Jenny, I just did something today. I can't really show you. It's a big like poster thing that I did on my wall. I did this last night, actually. I took a big sheet of paper and I made 2 columns. And at the top of the first column, I said, clear. What are things I'm clear on? Yes or no? Yes or no? And then on the other side, not clear. I'm not clear on these things. And I made a list of all the things that I was sure was either a yes or a no in my life. Either yes, I'm going for this, or nope, I'm letting it go. And then all the things that confused me, I put on the other side of not clear. And as I did this little exercise for myself, I realized at some point the things that were not clear, that are clear to me, were in the not clear column for a while. And it is human nature to chew on a problem, right? To try and untangle a problem. So where you're clear, it tends to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Let me obsess about the things I don't know yet, the things I'm not clear on. But if you want to do this list, then give yourself permission to focus on what is clear. Okay, well, this may not be clear, but this is. So I'm going to focus on this because I know that's clear and that needs my attention right now. And give that your focus. And then today when I woke up, I looked at my list again. And I was able to move 2 things from the not clear side to the clear side because as I slept on it, I got more clarity. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a no. Oh, that's a yes. Okay, we're going to move it to the side. And the rest of it, I could just more easily let go so that I didn't feel, I gave myself permission not to chew on the things that were feeling confusing. So I hope that's helpful for you. Or for anybody who's listening who feels confused. Know what you do want, what you don't want. And when you don't know, you don't know. Can't force it. I feel that pause and clarity is on the way. Okay. Oh, I just read that one. Okay. Perfect. So if you're just joining and you'd like a reading, I'm doing readings by donation, Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. All of those are on my screen. And yeah, let's do this. I am here. I'm here. I'm doing it. Readings for days. I got echinacea tea. It's so good, so soothing. In Northern California here, we had one final winter storm. Got a surprise storm yesterday. There's snow outside. So it's great until it's the end of March. And then it's like, next year. Next year. If you don't know, if you don't know me, hi, I'm Ingrid Turner. I am a psychic medium. I'm a psychic development teacher. I am a poet. Speaking of poets, guys. 1, 2, 3. I did a real short live on this earlier. I had 20 books. Now I've got 16 that I can autograph and send out to you tomorrow if you want it. You just have to send me a DM with your address. $20 plus $5 shipping. And I'll send you a little personal message and an autograph. This is my book of poetry. I've been a poet since I was 7 years old. I'm not kidding. It was also my first mediumship experience. I channeled a man and wrote a poem and blew my parents' socks off. They're like, what the fuck? So it's always been intricately linked for me. But this is a poem. It's called Bitch, a Reclamation, this book. It's poetry for women. And it's about women experiences, particularly from the perspective of a millennial woman, me. And it spans all kinds of interesting, rich, sometimes taboo topics, has some well-placed F-bombs to punctuate some poetry. Not all of them, some, a lot. But I talk about, I write about mental health. I write about assault. I write about relationships. I write about family. I write about just, the experience. And a lot of it, of course, poems that are inspired by my experience. But because I am so empathic, like we talked about earlier, I absorb the energies and emotional experiences of everyone around me. And I've worked with so many incredible people with such a variety of experiences and emotional journeys and some of these are just channeled from spirit too. So Bitch, a Reclamation. It's on Amazon, but if you want an autograph copy, send me a DM. Let's do it. Okay, Margot would like a reading. Right on. I see you, darling. Okay, beautiful, Margot. Margot, darling, do you have a question? Or would you like me to just tune in for you, my sweet? Either way is good. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, just general. Okay, my sweet. You got it. What is our beautiful Margot need to know? Show me. Okay, my sweet. The first thing I'm feeling is a bit of a stitch in my side, in the left side, around the back a bit. It feels like, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is like drink some water, because it feels like I have a stitch in my side from not drinking enough water, like moving too fast, not drinking enough water. So drink some more water. That feels like a physical thing. And I'm also feeling it move across here. I feel like you have, there's some tightness in your stomach and wrapping around your back. And I feel it on my left side. What is that? Okay, let me tune in. Hang on. Show me. There's a tightness, like a tight band. Is it? Okay, I'm going to start with giving you advice to drink water. Stretching would be really good, but it feels like it could go out of whack really easily. It just feels really tight. Like maybe, there's meniscus in there. I think there's like tight meniscus. There's something real tight in there that could use some stretching out. Okay. All right. What else? Show me. What is our beautiful Margot Nisha? Let me pull some cards for you, sweet one. Okay. Show me. Okay. So right before I pulled these cards, I saw my guide and I saw these pink birds flying around his head like a cartoon, like pink and blue birds. I was like, okay, what is that? And it felt like springtime. I was like, oh, it's new, it's renewal. And then I pulled the Ace of Swords and the Empress card. Springtime, right? But here's what this means. Here's what Spirit is saying. You have a powerful new start right now. But the sword, the Ace of Swords is a seed. It's a mental seed. There's a new new thought processes that have just been planted that are very, very delicate. But if you're very careful and you stay the fuck away from negativity and naysayers, and you cultivate and you care for and you water this seed of new thought and new intention, that's going to bloom and blossom into the Empress, which is abundance on all levels. It's financial abundance, it's emotional abundance, it's spiritual abundance. This is what is going to grow from this mental seed. So be incredibly mindful of your thoughts. And even more importantly, right now, be incredibly mindful of the environment that you keep. Okay. Don't put up with nonsense. Don't put up with naysayers. Don't put up with negativity. It doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life forever, but be super, super aware of it and have really strong boundaries, because this is what's possible for you if you nurture this to and let it grow and come to fruition. And this is new seeds planted, new ways of thinking. Okay? Because you've had it. You just came to a point in life where you went, okay, that's it, I'm done. You made a commitment to make a really big shift. And that is what it is. It doesn't feel like a big groundbreaking thing necessarily. It's a really powerful internal shift, though. In the meantime, you still have life to deal with. See, our life is created by our energy, by our thoughts, by, what are by our perception. And you have the life that has been created by your perception all these years. So you're still going to be managing that. But that's okay, because you have incredible strength of mind, mental strength, mental clarity, and it's going to help you show up in your power. I love this card because it's I call it the movie star card. This is the woman who goes into a room and everybody's head turns. That's the kind of power you're cultivating. It goes right hand in hand with the Empress and the other queen that we have here too. This is really, really great energy. Right now, this energy is a possibility. You've been implanted in your brain, right? It's a possibility. And it's up to you to make sure that you cultivate it. But you have a lot of personal power behind you. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. Just pulling some more cards real quick. Okay, lots of mind cards. Okay. Be really honest with yourself. Be really honest with other people as part of this cultivation process. There are things you're going to have to let go of. There are ideas, beliefs, things in the world you're going to have to let go of. Sometimes it's not going to be comfortable. But because you made this incredible commitment, it's going to go fast. You're going to grow fast. It's not going to feel like it, but it is. And it's going to be incredibly grounded. So right now, the energy that you're dealing with is, I would say, not much, right? Because it's a new internal, it's a new mental seed. New seeds have been planted. You have decided you're not going to fuck around anymore. You're not going to live your life like that anymore. You're going to do the internal changes that are required to shift your outside life. And it's going to happen very quickly as long as you are incredibly vigilant about nurturing those new thought patterns. Okay, those new beliefs, and letting go, identifying and letting go of the beliefs that are not serving where you want to get to. The other thing you need to know is, for a time, this is going to be a solo journey. No one's going to join you on this, because it has to be a solo journey for a while. But after that is done, that's when your people find you. After you go through this process on your own, then your energy shifts, your frequency raises so completely that your people find you like a moth to a flame. You won't have to do anything except radiate, my love. All right, sweetheart. I hope that is helpful and that was beneficial to you. Thank you so much for your donation and the opportunity to be of service to you, dear Margot. Thank you so much. And if you're just jumping on, I'm doing readings by donation. Donate any amount to PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, and I'll be so happy to do a reading for you. So happy to do a reading for you. Okay, we have... okay, beautiful. Jennifer B. Darling, leave a comment. There you are. Okay, Medford. Two different names. That's fine. I got you, my love. Do you have a question? Or do you want me to just tune in? tuning in. We're doing readings, folks. Get on the list. PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I am here for it today. And then beautiful Jennifer, let me know if you have a question. Let me just start tuning in. What does our beautiful Jennifer need to know? Show me, show me. All right, my sweet love. Show me, show me. Do me a favor, sweet woman. Go ahead and intentionally open up your aura to me and give me permission to read you. Thank you. I just got this like, oh, yeah, sure. From you, just like, oh, yeah, let me do that. And then open up. Oh, I feel, okay, really feeling connected to your energy now. I feel this lightness in you, this cheeriness, and it makes me really happy. I feel like I've touched the absolute essence of you, Jen. I feel like you don't always live here. In fact, you probably haven't lived here most of your adult life because you've had a rough, man. You've had a lot of hard knocks. But the essence of you is this really like, ooh, excitable, happy, innocent, childlike. Ooh, we're play. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna play. You get really excited when you see people who you love. That's the kind of energy that I feel in you. Yes, she says. And I feel like that spirit is saying that's the essence of you, the purest essence of you. Cultivate that. You are. Spirit says the really hard part is over. You've had a rough go of it for a number of years. 12 was the number that just came. 10, 12 years. 12 years it's been rough. You've had some hard knocks, but what this has done, of course, is giving you incredible emotional depth, and incredible compassion. Because of what you've been through, when you see someone else suffering, even if it's not exactly the same as you have a really open heart. I feel like you don't have a judgmental bone in your body. And you're also not really a pushover anymore. Like you're really working on the codependent thing. And I use that word liberally, but you're working on making sure that where you put your energy is really worthwhile and the people who you put your energy to is really worthwhile. And you're fine with holding space, but you're not interested in going over the line and over giving. You've done that. And you realize that contributed to some of the pickles that you were in that made your life hard. Okay. So you're doing great. Like the hard part is over. This makes me really happy. Oh, look at the strength card. Healing, my love. Healing, my sweet love. Moving forward on your destiny. New beginnings. The times they are a changing, my sweet love. This is all really positive. Solid foundation. I mean, really all I can say, Jennifer, is you're finding yourself again. Spirit says you're on the right track. Spirit says keep on hunting down that innocent, glee-filled, joyful Jennifer. Just keep hunting that down. Don't stop until you find her. You keep catching her. And then she like wriggles away, and then you spiral a bit, and you go, oh, wait, no, that's right. This is who I am. And I feel like that is what you need right now to give you validation, confirmation that that's where you need what you need to be focusing on right now. And also, well done, honey. Just get out of your own way. You're so welcome, Jennifer. I'm so glad that resonated and that is helpful for you. All right. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation, for the opportunity to be of service to you. So my pleasure. If you're just jumping on, I'm doing readings by donation, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Just leave a comment if you decide to donate for a reading so I know where you went. And I will be so happy to do a donation for you. Super duper my pleasure. That was fun, Jennifer. So I discovered, okay, if you followed me around for any length of time, you know I've been having this love affair with human design. I've just been having so much fun with it. And a few of you have done human design readings for. And so like what's really powerful about this is just the incredible validation that you receive when you get your chart read. It's like, oh yeah, that is who I am. Oh, and I get to be who I am. Yeah, Jennifer loves human design, right? I get to be who I am. Yes, you do. So I am forever going down rabbit holes. And it's funny, there's a balance to be struck between like the mental game and the intuitive game. And what I have found is if I give my mind something to chew on just a little bit, like that's really satisfying. But it's easy to go over the line. You have to disconnect and you have to get into what they call in human design and the gene keys the art of contemplation, which is just beautiful. And contemplate and allow it to sort of bubble up. But I discovered sidereal human design this week. Oh, the rabbit holes I have been diving down. Every person I love, I'm like, wait, what's your birth information again? I have to look up your sidereal chart. What it is so you probably heard of tropical astrology, Western astrology, and Vedic astrology. And Western astrology uses tropical system. Vedic astrology uses sidereal, which is about 23 degrees behind Vedic. So it turns out you can do the same thing with human design. And the way that I understand it, and I'm feeling this to be really, really true with human design as well, is the classical way that human design is done shows you like your impact on the world, your outside. And the sidereal appears to show you more deeply what is going on inside of you and your own inner motivations. And I'm still playing with it and I'm still investigating and checking it out. And soon I will know a lot because my mind has had enough to chew on. And now I'm like, okay, letting it bubble up. Jennifer's donation for your son, Ian. Okay, great. And then is Ian on or is he with you? And does he have a question or should I just tune in? Let me know. If anybody else would like a reading, I am doing readings by donation, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Hop on my list. All right, got it. Thank you, Jennifer. Is Ian with you on Facebook? Where's he at? Is there a question? Or should I just tune in? Beautiful Ian. What's our beautiful Ian need to know? He's with me. He said general. Okay. Show me. Ian, you have a real curiosity about you and you kind of hold back too. Don't hold back. You don't need to hold back. What is that? Show me. Open up a bit to me, Ian, if you would. Just give me permission. I feel like you are a great observer. You're very, very interested in the world and everything around you. And you have this great ability to hold judgment until you have seen and experienced the whole thing. And I love that about your energy. You are just able to watch, observe, enjoy the process, and not make a decision until you have all the pieces. This means that sometimes you don't make a decision for a while, but that's okay. That's how you're made. That's how you're wired. That's your gift. And what I really love about this energy that I'm picking up is you really enjoy observing, being the observer. You have a very scientific mind. You would do very, very well in an experimental kind of environment, like going through the scientific method or process. But, I see you as just really, really enjoying it. So this right now I know is an experiment for you. And you're like, okay, cool. And I think that's beautiful. And, you have a joy about you, a tendency to joy of enjoyment. And the things that you enjoy might seem a little weird, quirky, maybe a little, nerdy. Totally fine. It's your life. You enjoy it. And your interests will be kind of like, ooh, I'm really into that. Okay. Ooh, I'm really into that. Okay, I'm done with that. Ooh, I'm really into that. And that's fine. And it will take you further in life than you think it will. All right, my sweet. Let me pull some cards for you. Now that we have a sense of your energy, what's coming up for you? Okay. You're in a bit of a limbo right now. There's not a lot happening, but energetically, there's a really powerful new beginning. You've accomplished what you need to accomplish. Like there's something you've accomplished. You've wrapped it up. You have like got to the top of it. I got the World and the Star card. I don't know how old you are, but it might be has something to do with like education or schooling, right? But there's something that you wrapped up and you got to the top and you feel really, really good about it. And now you're kind of like, now what? You're waiting for more information, waiting for more things to come to you, but you're ready to start. You're ready to get into action on like a new lease in life. Here, interestingly, here's what's coming up for you. You're going to have some unexpected, okay, he's 25. You're going to have some unexpected, I feel like you're going to have some baggage come to the surface, some emotional baggage. Some shit's going to come up and you're going to be like, why is that coming up? Why do I, because you're just like, that's in the past. I don't want to think about that. What if I never think about that again? It's gone, right? I don't have to deal with it. Wrong. There's something, you're in this limbo because you're needing to deal with some stuff from your, probably from your childhood, just some experiences that you've had. I feel like as I tap into your energy, it's from your childhood and more about feeling like a bit of an outcast, maybe, feeling out to pasture, not feeling included, feeling different, that kind of energy is what I'm getting. I feel like that's coming up for you. And before you can start off on this powerful new cycle, this new journey in your life, now that you have wrapped up this old one, you're going to have to just sit with that, be with that, acknowledge that so you can truly let it go. Like you think you've let it go, but you really stuffed it. There's still some hurt and some pain there that is wanting to come up during this limbo period. Once you just are present, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go to, I'm not feeling like you have to go to like therapy or like big, you don't have to do any of that. It's just, you just have to acknowledge some pain and sit with some pain that you had in childhood. I'm getting like pain at school. I think it feels like social stuff at school that was really hard for you. Once you sit with that and are able to just be like, okay, that happened. I didn't like it. I felt like, I feel like you have some shame around it. Like you felt victimized. And you don't want to feel that. You just want to stuff it and move on, whatever. It doesn't matter, but it does matter only in that it's yours and it needs your presence. And once it gets your presence, boom, off to the races. 8 of Wands. I love this card. Whoom, we are going straight in, man. You are a man who generally, oh, look at that. 6 of Cups on the bottom. Childhood stuff. Okay. You are a man and you will continue to grow into this energy. You know what you want and you're able to go after. You are laser focused. You have a one-track mind when you want something. And because you don't have a lot of attachment, you refrain from judging anything until you have all the pieces. That makes your life so much easier because you don't get all emotionally invested until it's appropriate to get emotionally invested. Awesome, dude. All right, beautiful Ian. Thank you so much for Jennifer and Ian. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for the opportunity to be of service. I hope that was helpful to you. Thank you so much. And if you're just joining, I'm doing readings by donation, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Donate any amount. It is so my pleasure to do a reading for you. Here I am showing up. And if you decide to go ahead and get a reading, donate for a reading, leave a comment so I know that's coming. Nice. He said it was great. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. I felt like, yeah, it felt like an experiment. Like, oh, I'm being tested a little bit. So it's all good. Thank you for being open. Here's the thing about psychic readings. I remember having this conversation with my brother. I've been referencing my brother a lot lately because I am all the way over here on the woo and the spiritual side. Like I am into this shit, right? And he is all the way over here on the skeptic atheist side. He is not into this shit, right? And we're really close in age. We grew up together. We had the same upbringing. And sometimes we'll have like these interactions. And it's so funny where you get to one of the interactions. This was years ago when I first started getting into readings and stuff. He said, he was getting cocky with me because that's what he does sometimes because I'm a sister, right? And he goes, "Well, why don't you go ahead and read me, Ingrid?" And I said to him, "Have you ever tried to have a conversation with somebody who mumbles and won't make eye contact?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah. That's what reading someone who doesn't want to be read is like." He goes, "Oh," because it's true. It's an energetic exchange. You want to be open to the experience, right? Jennifer, I have a few siblings like that. I know siblings, right? They're great. They definitely they push you, they test you. They, like, but you do. And it does mean you can have a conversation with somebody who's mumbling and won't make eye contact, but you're not going to get very far. It's not going to be very exciting or interesting for either party. But if you're both engaged and your energy's open, which is why, like with Jennifer, when I tapped into you, I was like, oh, she's a little closed off. And that's just because you're in protection mode. You were just unconsciously protecting yourself, which is very, very good, especially for you, I think, given everything that you've been through and what you're working through. That's totally fine. And so when I hit that wall, I got to ask permission before I can go in. Others are just like they're opting for the reading. Okay, they're open and we go in because the permission is there. But if I don't have permission, I got to ask for it or I won't be able to do the reading. And that leads me to my next point, which I think is really important to bring up. You do want to be conscious of allowing your energy to be so open that it can be read by anybody. Because if somebody's not ethical with their intuitive ability, that's very, very toxic. And that has actually happened to me. I pride myself on being really open. Okay. I like to be open. I like to share with you what's going on with me emotionally, spiritually, energetically, physically. I just try and be really open. I feel like that's a really, really important piece of my work in order to stay in integrity, is to be as honest as I can be in every exchange. And where I went awry with that is my energy was more open than it needed to be. So, there was a situation where somebody was able to get in and read me because this person was a really gifted intuitive, but they didn't have my permission. So, and there was this, and whenever even my friends, my best friends, my students, my clients, it's automatic for me to say, is it okay if I read you? Do you mind if I tune in? I have some insight. Is it okay if I give it to you? That's really important. Permission is really important. You don't want to be nosing in on people when you don't have their permission. Okay? Like, we know that, right? But it gets icky. It can get icky. Jennifer, always subconsciously in protection mode, right? Just let it be easy. And it's as easy as an intention. And just say, I don't really want anybody moving into my energy without my permission. Please and thank you. Done. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Just doesn't. Hey, if you're just joining, I'm doing readings by donation. Donate any amount, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Happy to do a reading for you. Because it's my party. And I'll read if I want to. I don't know. Anyway. Well, maybe it's time to wrap up. Anyway, if you have feedback about the readings that you get from me, I'm always happy to hear it. You can leave comments. You can send me a DM. It's always really helpful to know how it lands for you. And I'm so appreciative. All right, my loves, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. That feels complete. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you for honoring me, letting me be able to be of service to you. I'll be here again on Saturday evening. So if you want to come back, hear the message, I'll be more prepared on Saturday for sure. So thank you so much. I adore you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.